Welcome back to another empowering episode of Feel Light, Mind, and Body. As your host and life coach, I'm here to help you prioritize your well-being and achieve the balance you crave. Today, we're diving into a topic that I know many of you can relate to. Cut the noise to achieve more. Simplify your path to a healthier you. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the constant demands of life and struggling to maintain a healthy weight, this episode is for you. So let's get started. Hi, I'm Clarinda, and you are listening to the Feel Light, Mind, and Body podcast, created for women like you. Women who are experiencing success in so many areas of life, but are struggling with weight loss, stress eating, and decreased energy. Losing weight can feel hard, heavy, and restrictive. That's why every week I will be offering you a different perspective, tips, encouragement, and a unique approach so that you can feel lighter in your mind and body rather than feeling deprived, frustrated, or discouraged. What if you could feel free, yet in control around food for the rest of your life? What if you could enjoy your experience of losing weight and getting healthier? You absolutely can. You're in the right place. Take this time for yourself and let's dive in. Daily, we are being bombarded with so much information. Pop-up experts are everywhere. Our brains are hardwired to look out for new shiny objects and information, so it's easy to get sucked into a pop-up or clickbait. There's so much competing for our attention. So while I want to catch your attention with my topics, I also want to make sure I deliver accurately on the topic at hand. Have you ever clicked on a topic only to realize it was taking you down a different road? I promise you that won't be the case for any of the Feel Light, Mind, and Body episodes. This registered nurse for 21 years won't be giving quick fixes that are detrimental to your health. I'll also be drawing from my experience and knowledge as a certified life coach and personal trainer, so you're in good hands. I think you'll agree that we live in a world filled with noise. Social media, work deadlines, family responsibilities, and countless other distractions. This noise can make it feel impossible to focus on what truly matters, like your health and well-being. For many of us, this constant barrage of information and demands can lead to feeling overwhelmed and exhausted. Think about it. How often do you start your day with the best intentions, only to get sidetracked by emails, text, and social media notifications? Before you know it, the day is over and you haven't taken any meaningful steps toward your health goals because everything else seems more important. Cutting the noise is crucial. It isn't just about reducing distractions. It's about creating space for what truly matters. When you clear out the unnecessary clutter, you can focus on the things that will bring you closer to your goals. This means making time and directing attention and energy to your health and weight loss journey. Many of you have shared that you feel like you don't have the time or energy to focus on losing weight. You're successful in so many areas, but maintaining a healthy weight feels like a constant battle. And the fear of failing again, of gaining the weight back, can be paralyzing. But here's the truth. You can create a clear path to a healthier you. You can have clarity and hope instead of feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. You can start today by cutting out some of the noise and distractions. But even by doing so, you may have a friend tell you about this new wonder product that promises that you'll lose weight 4 times faster. It will be tempting to go down that rabbit hole, but stay grounded, as the eventual rebound feeling of discouragement and embarrassment doesn't feel good. This not only keeps you from living your best life, but it wears you down. I watched my mom do that time and time again, which is why I will continue to encourage you to choose an achievable and sustainable healthy plan, a lifestyle. The yo-yo dieting not only keeps you from living your best life, it wears you down. And if you notice small print or health warnings attached to the product showing up in all of your feeds, maybe because you clicked on one of them out of curiosity, you may end up with bigger problems like messed up bowels, leaky gut, increased heart rate, and more. Okay, let's talk about some practical steps you can take to cut the noise and achieve more. There's no order of importance here. 1. Set clear boundaries. Start by setting boundaries around your time. Dedicate specific times of the day to focus on your health goals, whether it's meal planning, exercising, or simply taking a moment to relax and recharge. Let your family and colleagues know these times are non-negotiable. You may be thinking, but I've tried this many times and it doesn't last. That's why I now start every new private client session with the values assessment, which provides so much personal awareness and allows me to guide them to live within their values. I'm not talking about moral values like honesty and respect, although they do tie in beautifully. So if we were working together, once we know your true values, we gain an understanding of how you're feeling in your current day-to-day lifestyle. We reduce self-judgment significantly, which allows more self-compassion and empowered planning. If health isn't showing up as one of your top values you're living into daily, even though intellectually you deem health as valuable, I help you move the health value up the ladder. By doing so, you can prioritize your time, money, and energy to better align with your health goals. You will start seeing and feeling the results. By aligning your daily actions with your stated priorities, we ensure health becomes a visible and felt part of your life. You get to feel proud and confident as you grow into your ideal identity as a healthy, vital woman who feels lighter in heart, mind, and body. A second practical step you can take to cut the noise and achieve more is to prioritize your task. Make a list of your top priorities each day. Identify the task that will have the biggest impact on your health and well-being, and focus on those first. It's okay to let go of the less important tasks or delegate them to others. Keep in mind that your healthy thoughts and actions don't have to feel and be all-consuming. They don't have to conflict with reasonable work hours. In fact, by tending to your mental, emotional, and physical health first, you will show up even more effective in your roles and other values. A true win-win result. Imagine having energy left over at the end of the day. The stress and background noise leaves us feeling exhausted if we don't have and implement the tools and proven strategies. I no longer strive for perfection. Yes, in full transparency, I can tip to that side of the scale if I don't supervise my brain and then redirect it. One of my clients last week said, even though I knew exactly what I was doing when I indulged in too much sugar, I didn't quite realize the impact it would have on how I felt. Good to know, right? It takes some mindset work to get to the point where we consciously choose to forego immediate pleasure in exchange for lasting pleasure. Again, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. It can look like sharing a few bites of a dessert instead of cleaning the plate yourself. I have some non-negotiables, like I don't want to eat anything sweet in the evenings, as I know it affects the quality of my sleep. So if I'm going to have something that doesn't have nutritional value to it, simply for pleasure, I would choose to have a small amount earlier in the day. There are more tips, like how to prevent an insulin spike, but let's stay on topic. This client was very pleased that she didn't stay stuck in shame and blame. She simply went back to eating what she now knows truly nourishes her. Together, we developed a plan for how she would want to experience another weekend away, and any conversations that will be needed as a reminder for herself and whoever is sharing that experience with her. It was such an opportunity for continual self-awareness and growth. I love it. Dismissing or ignoring it won't create a new pathway for future decisions. Limiting screen time is a third practical step you can take away from today's episode. Reduce the time you spend on social media and other distractions. Set specific times to check your emails and social media and stick to them. This will help you stay focused and present in the moment. It won't have you feeling numb or disconnected from mindlessly scrolling. Why not use a search bar to check in on who you want an update on, or set a timer for how long you want to devote to the site, because we all know how we can get sucked into that time warp. For me, when I'm tired, that's when I can get sucked in more easily. Number 4, be selective about whose voice and how many voices you are listening to. Consider this possibility. Are you following too many people, hearing too many theories, watching too many videos, or listening to too many podcasts? I was with my business training. Some advice was similar, but I could spin out in overthinking some decisions because of the variety of options. I felt calmer and more focused when I followed one course to completion. I didn't listen to the loudest voice on the socials. I chose the one that resonated the most and aligned with my values. So my suggestion for you moving forward is to pick one method that feels like the way you want to live your life. Be open to a new approach and consider options, but don't stay in indecision for too long, as that just takes away from the days when you can be living as your healthiest self, filled with the energy you desire. Once you make a decision, focus and follow one course until successful. If that means taking a break from some distractions, do so and protect your headspace. 5, create a supportive environment. Surround yourself with people who support your goals and encourage you to stay on track. This could be a walking or workout buddy, a supportive family member, a community working on similar goals, or a coach who understands your journey and keeps you in the game rather than spinning out when an unforeseen obstacle comes your way. Because there's usually something, isn't there? That's just life. 6, practice mindful eating by paying attention to what you're eating and why. Can you tell if you're actually hungry or if you are eating simply because it's mealtime, or someone offered it to you, or you're bored, stressed, or celebrating? Avoid eating in front of the TV or while scrolling through your phone. Instead, take the time to enjoy your meals and listen to your body's hunger cues, stopping at just enough. Let's touch a bit on the underlying fear of failure that keeps us from committing. We often try just enough to get us in a somewhat comfortable space, which may look like zipping our jeans all the way up, along with being able to fasten the top button, but still not where we would love to be. I appreciate hearing from my listeners. It helps me know that many of you are afraid of trying to lose weight again because you're worried about failing and gaining the weight back. This fear is completely normal, but it doesn't have to hold you back. Here are a few tips on how you can tackle this fear head on. They'll most likely sound familiar, but let them sink in a bit more today and decide if or when you want to move forward in an empowered way rather than feeling disempowered. 1, embrace small wins. Focus on small, achievable goals rather than trying to overhaul your entire lifestyle overnight. Celebrate each small victory and recognize that progress is progress, no matter how small. 2, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Understand that setbacks are a natural part of any journey. Instead of beating yourself up over a slip-up, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move forward. 3, reframe your mindset. Shift your mindset from all or nothing to one of growth and learning. Every attempt is an opportunity to learn more about yourself and what works for you. 4, seek professional guidance. If you're feeling stuck or unsure where to start, don't hesitate to seek professional guidance. A coach can provide you with the tools, support, and accountability you need to succeed. I have a proven strategy and tools that will help you reach your goals faster and with more ease. Most importantly, it is a balanced and sustainable way. I'll add 2 options to the show notes for this episode. One link will take you to the waiting list for the 3-month Feel Light Mind and Body experience that begins September 16th. That way, you won't miss out on the early registration bonus that I'm working on. And as I've been doing, I'll also include a gift for you as a podcast listener for a no-cost to you 20-minute virtual consult to help you decide what is best for you for your next step. The weight loss journey can be lonely. That's why I'm here to hold your hand and getting started, and will walk beside you on the path to your ideal, happier self. To summarize, my friend, you have the power to cut the noise and achieve more. By setting boundaries, prioritizing your task, limiting distractions, and creating a supportive environment, you can make meaningful progress toward your health goals. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Embrace small wins, practice self-compassion, and reframe your mindset. Set yourself up for success by having a coach and/or a community who gets you and is committed to showing up imperfectly perfect right alongside you. Thank you for joining me today on Feel Light, Mind and Body. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend and subscribe for more inspiring content. Let's work together to create a clear, focused path to a healthier you. Stay empowered and keep shining. Now, do yourself the biggest favor. From love, take at least one action step from what you learned today. Knowledge without application won't give you the results that you desire. Let me know on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever, what you are choosing to do and when. And yes, please leave a podcast review wherever you are listening to this. When people read your words and can see themselves in them, then you are contributing to women empowering other women. And that feels amazing. You just might change or save a life today.